La 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 la. La di da di da. The tension is rising. The music is slowly building. And the fish have escaped captivity. And what do they say? I have no idea. Leaked Modgem category with the title. Absolutely not. And with that, welcome to Modding Monday over here. Hello, hello, hello. The fish are frying. Well, that's good. Also, no leak whatsoever, okay? I wanted to make a horror house with trigger volumes that has nothing to do. And we will talk about the mod gem in just a second, but let's, let people come in. Hello, hello, hello. Pacific Bite over here. The future mod jam winner. Listen, okay? Listen, Pacific Bite. You have to admit, though, if you win again, right, by some miracle, then the next mod jam, you will have to, make a new name. You have to use an alias, okay? And it can't be anything cute, like Atlantic Bit or anything like that, right? It doesn't work. Missed like 3 modding Mondays because I'm a bot. Don't say I'm a bot, that's not good. Also, last week I didn't even stream, so that's totally fine. And then the week before, we did making the new Minecraft drop in less than 3 hours, which I did in an hour, but it was not polished. And then the day before I got get the questions for the Hytale devs. Yeah, exactly. That was the idea. And go to jail without passing sword. It's true. That is very true. This is a friendly PSA. If something isn't working, double check. You don't have a game rule getting in the way before you dive deep into debugging. Ah. Listen, it happens, man. It happens. It's not gonna be, That's rough though. That's rough. How long did you spend debugging? Stream is healthy, he says. Well, that's nice. That's nice. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean... Wait, why does it say translated? What is this? Okay. Whatever. It's fine. That's okay. Alrighty. Oh gosh. That's Rise of a Hero. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good one. But yeah, some pretty crazy stuff. First things first, pretty insane things. This is Legentus probably not here, but this is in honor of Legentus. Boom. Parent object inheritance gets reset on world reload for some assets some of the time. Fixed, man. This critical bug has been fixed. It is absolutely fantastic. Basically all of the kind of all of the credit goes to Zero. Because he's basically he said that he discovered sort of how it works and whatnot, which is pretty crazy. But he found the solution for that, which is absolutely amazing. Like genuinely so good. Oh, that's not all, okay? Maybe I actually use editor now. I mean, I think the thing about the asset editor is just, I have a lot of different things for the asset editor for like improvements. I just don't think many of them are gonna come because they're working on the new asset editor, right? So I have to, like, it seems like I'm not level. Do I have a level? No level. Okay, it's fine. It's probably gonna be okay. Now I feel like I'm too far down. It's fine, whatever. Okay. But yeah, lots of stuff for the asset editor that needs doing, but I think that they're probably going to prioritize the new one instead of the old one. You know, it's just, there's so many systems to be reworked. It's actually kind of crazy. But that's not everything, because we also have... Wait, where am I? Hytale Modding, there I am. Look at this. Look at this. This is worth looking at. This is... workshop led by what? Kaupenjoe? What is this? Yes, I am holding a workshop over here. Why your mod feels flat, layers of player feedback. Very cool topic. I'm gonna tell you. It sounds a little bit sort of abstract, but it's sort of about game feel. That's the best that I can give you. That's probably a term that a lot of people are familiar with, but I want to go a little bit deeper than just game feel, let's say. It's a little bit deeper than just game feel. Highly recommend it. It is Thursday, 10 a.m. ET, Eastern Time. And that is when the workshop is both on the Discord server as well as YouTube. And look at this. Even Hytale gives us 3 burn emojis, fire emojis. You know, when a Hytale says fire, then you know it's going to be fire. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely going to be experimental, but I still think I have plenty of... Like, it's still going to be pretty valuable, I think. Now, the workshop obviously comes because of one thing and one thing only. The Hytale Mod Jam Numero 3. Would you say numero 3? Numero 3, whatever, you know what I mean. 3. I don't even know. What else can I do? Ichi-ni-san? Sun? Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, it is the Hytale Mod Jam. The workshop is actually interesting. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think I have some value to give there, but we'll see. Yeah, and just now, just as we were starting soon. Well, first of all, we got a $5,000 prize pool. We got our favorite creators back over here, of course, Budacat and Ryan H. Code. We also got 30 Virus, Quebec Corner, myself over here, and Hakon, who are going to be sort of helping, judging, and also going to be hosting when it comes out, all of that stuff. So we're going to have 3 categories, or at least the Mod Jam has 3 categories. Minigames, where the theme is horror. We have Trigger Volumes, where it's a puzzle experience, and then World Gen V2, with a theme of Raptor Hollows. Very interesting indeed. No Minecraft. Did you not see that I am in the Hytale category? Usually the category tells you what I'm doing, but that's fair. It's fair. No, not today. What they say. The new update doesn't come out until tomorrow, okay? So I have nothing to talk about in Minecraft. But yeah, no Fortnite, exactly. Hello. But yeah, listen, the Mod Jam is going to be pretty freaking cool. Highly recommended to check it out. I can also just, for the sake of argument, I can link it over here just so that you all have it. Pretty cool. I'm telling you, if you haven't played around with trigger volumes, holy schmoly. Big. This one is really, really big. Like, oh, also... Prefabs are encouraged. Right. We have another Mod Jam. Of course we have another Mod Jam. Listen, I think we're going to do a Mod Jam every single month from now on. I'm kidding. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy, okay? Trigger volumes, make puzzles or something. I don't know. Make jungle, specifically raptors. Kind of. Make puzzle or something. I mean, it is for a puzzle, you know? I've yet to play with trigger volumes or volumes in normal. Listen, okay? We're going to see trigger volumes in a bit because I want to play around with them. I'm actually making the horror theme, which is very interesting. So the mini game over here is horror themed. And the trigger volume is a puzzle. I think it makes sense. But yeah, when's the next Minecraft Mod Jam? I mean, probably at some point, right? Usually, CurseForge does them like every so often, right? The best Mod Jam themes, and I don't have the time to participate. No, Eddie, how can this be? That's a bummer. Just do a, it's very easy. Just do one of the things that Pacific Byte did and just do it in like 2 days. Was this stream title Mod Jam theme leak? Actually, it was not, no. Because once again, the horror is the mini game and not the trigger volume, okay? And I actually wanted to make a horror thing anyway. I love horror, man. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. What is trigger volumes from a high-level overview? So, when you enter into a specific area, then things happen. So it is a trigger collider. If you have ever worked with Unity, you might know a box collider or a quad collider. That's what it is. Do you know if in update 6 we can switch to using mostly NeoForge instead of the other 3 frameworks for UI? So from my latest news, I believe NeoForge is going to be available starting in update 6, yes. I don't know when or if it's going to come in pre-release. I would imagine that it's going to be one pre-release, but it might be like the last one before the update comes out, if that makes sense. I don't know the timeline on that. Although I guess I could look it up. Just making sure. Just no leaks, no leaks. Let me go here. Let me go into the full one. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Just in case. No leaking, okay? What do we have? NeoForge, right? NeoForge. Let me see. NeoForge, what do we got? Oh, we're testing. We're testing. Seems pretty good. I believe it is going. Seems pretty good. But I mean, I can't give any ETAs, but yeah. Let's not share something we wouldn't. I mean, I'm not sharing anything. I'm just saying that it's probably I mean, it's being worked on. There's so many, listen, okay? There's so many things you guys literally don't understand. Zoom in on the glasses and see the reflection. I literally made sure to have the reflection like pretty, I don't think you can read anything off of that. Hopefully. There are so many things, okay? Guys, it is crazy, okay? I don't even know at this point. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know. But the mod jam is quite cool, okay? So that's gonna be the next big thing right here. And like I said, we're gonna take a look at trigger volumes. Obviously, I mean, World Gen V2. I mean, the World Gen the World Geners are gonna have a blast with that one, and also solo community winner and a team winner as well. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. Yeah, that's overall how it was gonna work. No AI generated art or any for any part of the project. What we got. Original, so everything has to be completely new. So that's actually pretty nice. I like that. I think this also makes it a little bit nicer. Oh, look at that! Hytale modding in chat. Yes. Yeah, basically, and look at this events. Oh, this is so cool. This is actually really well done. I like this. I really like that. That's some good stuff right here. So that's gonna be pretty cool as well. Like I already talked about the workshop. It's gonna be an interesting one. You know, I mean, at least giving some value over here. And I think it's also fine because I know a lot of people might say, oh, it's like the 18th is like, you know, almost when the mod jam ends. I think it's actually well situated for what we have. I do think so. I do think so. But yeah. Yeah, so that's the Hytale mod jam. By the way, okay, Neil, I want to know this. Okay, obviously the stream title is Making a Horror House with Hytale Triggers, okay? Or trigger volumes. Now, some people were like, oh, this is a leak of the Hytale mod jam, like the Hytale mod jam themes. And I was like, it's not, okay? It isn't actually. Because trigger volumes have the theme of puzzle experience. The mini games are the horror theme. So I feel, first of all, no response. And second of all, it makes total sense to do horror with trigger volumes. I don't know. Modding is hard. I mean, modding is basically nothing else. It is basically game development, and you know how everyone wants to make a game, but not a lot of like the subset of all games, and then you have like how many games are really good. It's less, right? Can't wait for fun game modes. I think that, I mean, people are cooking. People are cooking. Okay. That's, wow. Also, Neil, I see you reacting with a laughing emoji. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I see this stuff. Modding is also fun seeing your creations come to life. It's true. I like the Mario Party one. That was so good. It's so good. I think it outweighs how hard it is. Listen, at the end of the day, you also have to think about it like this. Anything worthwhile is going to be hard as well. So basically, when you want to reach something and you want to go somewhere, the positive emotion that you're going to feel moving towards the goal is usually in proportion of the like difficulty of the goal, right? And also the difficulty of achieving a goal is usually a proxy for how valuable that is. It's not always the case, obviously, but it can be. Anything worthwhile is going to be hard. I mean, didn't I say difficult? I felt like I said difficult. It's fine. Neil would schedule Modgem during World Cup. Listen, okay? How many World Cup, like, events are you gonna look at? Come on. It's not that crazy. Also, if it wouldn't have been like during the World Cup, we would have waited like had to wait like an entire month until until we have a mod jam, and we can't do that. Okay, it's I don't know. We have to have one mod jam per quarter or something like that. That's written in the contracts. Oh, I'm kidding. But that would be very funny. That would be really good. One Hytale mod jam per quarter. This mod jam is a world contest, so I mean, sure. Kind of, but okay. Let's see. Let's get this. Let's get this show on the road. This is. Oh yeah, there it is. Bro, this guy be leaking things to me in the fucking DMs while I'm streaming. You know? Does look pretty good though. Yeah. Oh, wait, I think I can do this, right? Let's do some horror. Horror. Oh, Bisect Hosting is here. Hello. Holy Bisect. I love how people are like, what? Bisect Hosting is here? Well, why not, right? I mean, you know, exclamation mark Bisect. Try it out. Okay? Oh man, does it work on YouTube? It doesn't work on YouTube. Oh, it does work on YouTube! Oh, I'm such a good streamer, man. I'm such a good streamer. That's pretty good. Horror. How are you? Well, you know, we're trying out some trigger volumes over here. Let's see. So overall, pretty good. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Yeah, doing pretty good. Who am I speaking to with Bisect? Listen, if I'm talking to the Bisect hosting account, I don't know who has access to it. But it's fine. Horror trigger volumes. I like it. Let's go. It's not crazy. There's a few Bisect folks active in the modding Discord. Yeah, I mean, I'm also partnered with them, right? So that's another thing. And then also, you know, I've had dinner with the CEO of Bisect, so I'm just a social media guy. Ah, okay. Okay, you didn't say just. Sorry, I invented that. Okay, hey Stan. Okay, we haven't met, I think. But yeah. Listen, I haven't had dinner with Max. That's a flex. Yeah, I mean, and it was. It was an Argentinian steakhouse, so it was pretty good. But yeah, no, it's yeah. No, I mean, genuinely speaking though, like Bisect hosting, every single person I've worked with, they are absolutely wonderful. Like genuinely. And this is not even like I'm also partnered with him. But I also have experiences, right? My server didn't work. The support is genuinely A+. Every time I'm surprised. I think I had 2 issues within like my 6 years or whatever that 6 or 5 years, whatever. And they are unbelievably fast. Like, it's just, you know, within 10 minutes, first response, yo, we've escalated this, boom, boom, boom. they keep you updated is really good. Like I'm genuinely impressed. Like it's just so good, and everything's solved. Boom, everything works. And now we get ourselves to trigger volumes. So trigger volumes are, listen, okay, you're gonna, if you actually don't know what this is, oh, you are in for a surprise. So we're gonna place down a trigger volume over here, right? Boom, 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 right? So now we have a trigger volume. We're also gonna say trigger volume view so that we can see all of them, okay? And now if I press T, I can change this. So let's say this is my test volume over here, right? Look at this, okay? Boom, test volume. I save and close. Now it's called test volume. All great. But I can also add some effects. And here is where it comes in, okay? So if we enter this volume and it's successful, so if we enter it, then we can do some things. And we can do a lot of things, as you can see. So for example, we could place a block over here. And we're going to place a block like at Y level 5. And that's going to be a, I like the crystals the most. Because those are just like nice. A pink block crystal. Why not? Save that, and now look at what happens when I enter this volume. Boom. Look at... Can I... Okay, maybe we have to make it a little bit bigger. Right? If I make it a little bit bigger, the trigger volumes work to overlap. You can overlap a couple of them, but I think they do, yes. So now if I enter here... Boom. Oh no, this is origin... sorry, this is the origin of the test volume itself, so that's not going to work, because obviously... Where it places the block down is volume origin. I want entity. So this is now going to take my, where I'm going in. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. So you can see where I first enter into the volume, that's where it's placing down the block. Now you might say, oh, but how, you know, it's only doing it on enter, but I want it like all the time. Oh, ye of little faith. You've changed this to tick. Boom. Now it's going to... Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And just like that, we can... No. Wait, like this? Oh, God. Okay, well, we're just gonna fill it out, I guess. There we go. Boom. That's how I get hover text in the game. I mean, not particularly. That's not really hover text. Command block in Hytale. I don't know, but I would say that it feels like more powerful than command blocks right now. Because it's way, like, it's so much simpler to use. Like, it's actually crazy how simple to use this is. You can, so if you place a trigger volume in a prefab and save that prefab, then in theory it should spawn with that prefab. Now, one very important point that I want to say one time here. Let's say I save this prefab. Test. Or preset, right? Test volume, okay? And I save this. You might say, oh, now I can make a new one here, right? Boom. Oh, maybe that's okay, whatever, right? And then I can be like, load. First of all, it's not here. So you might be like, okay, that's a little bit weird. But surely that's fine, right? It's okay, it's okay. Let's delete this one for just a second. So then we go into the main menu. And we're like, it's probably going to be fine, right? And then we got this lock symbol over here. And you're like, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? But it's probably gonna be fine, right? So now it's done, and we just quit for just a second over here, right? And then we start Hytale again. And then we try to play. Then this happens. So currently, you cannot save the presets of the trigger volumes, including in prefabs. It has worked, although I'm not 100% sure. Because the way that I've seen the bug written, it's that it also happens in prefabs as well. Ugh. But, yeah. And the only way to fix this is then to delete the install. The world is fine. The world is totally fine. You do not need to worry, but you need to go to your install folder right here. Install, and then delete the install, which is the release over here. And then and then we have to restart the launcher and re-download everything. And then it works again. And the reason why it does this, by the way, I have actually identified why it does this. It does it because it saves the JSON file of the trigger volume preset in the asset zip file. And I don't know why. It is not going to work. I know that you could, in theory, delete the install via the launcher, but that doesn't work with this bug. Because it completely invalidates the entire folder for some reason. So you have to go into the folder and delete the install, like either the release or pre-release, depending on where you're in. Yep. For some reason, it saves it in the asset zip. And I'm just like, okay, that's, I don't even know how they did that. Because usually, wouldn't it be way harder to save a file? Oh, Jesus.
To the King's Court.
Wouldn't it be way harder to do that in a zip file? I don't know. That's kind of funny. But yeah. Mayo, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Kind of crazy to me. Odd bug, but wouldn't it work if you delete? You would think that it would work if you only deleted the file in the zip, but it doesn't work because the hash has been created already, and then the hash doesn't work. So I don't even know. Gotcha. That's why complete fresh install. Yeah. Is this under just dumb class of bugs? Oh, absolutely. I think so. Yeah, it's just weird. But if we're back over here, look at this. Right? The test volume is still there because it was only the saving of what we've done here, right? Like the test volume here, it still works, right? We can just do boop, 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 right? And we can go in here and then it's just gonna, we can still draw stuff over here, which is pretty neat. Amogus. There we go. That's just an A. Whatever. It's fine. You're allowed to create new effects for trigger volumes. Oh gosh. That's gonna be a crazy one. Oh, hype train, what the hell? But yeah, so those are generally the trigger volumes, but my god, I mean, you can do an inordinate amount of with this. So let's see, trigger volume view. I do like to turn on the view, it's just like a little bit nicer. So for example, we can, no. Excuse me. There we go. That's what I want to do. So we can do bouncy. I mean, this is like literally... There's actually a preset already in there for this. Which looks like that. Now you might be like, you know what? Those bounces are not enough. I'm like, I agree with you. I agree with you. How about we set the velocity like 50? And then how about we also, you know what? Additive. Oh god. See, that's more of a bounce. That's what I want to see. Woo! Woo! They didn't want to open several zip file input streams. Could be. Cannot change the content until you close it and restart the server. That's also why you can't see it in the beginning. Yeah, so that's gonna be a bouncy one. Obviously, if you're in if you're not in creative, that's gonna be a bit of an issue, but that's okay. I mean, theoretically, you could, I guess, do all sorts of things. Why is it called volume when it's not specific to sound? So you know how when you have a 2D plane and you have a rectangle there, that's, what is that called? That's called the surface area, right? Now, if you have a 3-dimensional object, what, you know, you can say, hey, this is a particular area of the 3-dimensional object, but what is the space within? That is called the volume. So, you know, I'm just saying. You think you could do like a volume in the air? Wait, does that work? Can I make myself float in a volume? I want to know if I can do like, cause so this, I have not tried this. Could I do on enter? I mean, I guess it would be on tick just in case. Cause I can set the velocity to 0, 0, 0. And I wanted this to be additive. I came to watch Block Game. Why are you teaching maths? I know it sounds crazy, but that does not do it. Because it's not... would that... If I... But like additive doesn't make any sense, right? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, well, I mean... right, but like... No, okay, no. Yeah, you're right. It's additive. It can't be additive. Boom. Hey, look at that! That's pretty cool. Hello? That's so stupid, but I love it. So maybe we could do like a tiny like plus over here, like a 0.1. I mean, probably not to like counteract the fall. Let's see. 0.1 is not enough. 0.2. 0.3. The question is when I'm going to start moving upwards. Oh, now I'm sort of stuck. Okay. You need to do 9.8. I would have thought so, but I don't think that the gravity is actually 9.8. No, this seems pretty good. I feel like this is now stuck. Look at this, I'm floating now. Wait, that's so weird. Why can't I move though? Oh, because I'm still falling. That's so weird. Help! Help! Bro, with this you could make like like an astronaut simulator. Wait. Wait. You got me an idea. You might be like, yeah, but come, you're falling, like you're just way too slow. Ye of little faith. That would be a 10 into horizontal facing. Let's see. Okay, that pushes me out, I think. Yep, that pushes me out. Okay, I want to do a minus then. I think -2 maybe, something like that. There you go. Now you can move in one direction that you're looking at. That's pretty good. I mean, it's very slow. I will admit that. It's very slow. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. I mean, you know, let's go in and go for example. You can also do conditions. So, you can do condition, right? It's like if this something is a particular block type over here. I've not actually tried it that much. So, block, correct block. Block type. Why not try to set it on the ground? Use additive and then set Y to like 5 to 10. That should simulate the space, but would be sweet if you add another condition where it only works on the ground. I don't know if there's a condition to have it only work on the ground. Player count, random chance, game mode. Item condition, cooldown condition. Build gray light cube. I like the crystals. Let's get a blue crystal over here or something like that. Yellow crystal, sure. Yellow crystal. Yellow crystal block. Confirm. Okay. And then I want to... What do I want to do? I love trigger volumes. Great to see you playing around with them. I think they're really freaking cool. It's just... It's genuinely some of the coolest stuff. Let's just send a message. Yes. That's it. Now, nothing happens over here. Now, if I get myself the yellow... Where's my yellow crystal at? It's a core block. I'm blind? Yes, I am. Right. So that's the one thing that I haven't... like the block... Like event enter. Like what is that? Like how does that do it? Does that make sense? Oh, wait a second. This is on success. On enter. Yeah, well, okay. Here we go. Nope. Like, that's the only one I'm not 100% sure on. If this is true, then this would happen. Because I was thinking about the block type condition, and I'm like, seems a little weird on like how that would work. Let's see, let's do an so where's my message? Nah. Let's both of them and enter again. Okay, so it says nah. So now I place it down and I go back in. Nah. 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 Wait, does that work? It doesn't. It only triggers for the player, I guess. I mean, it also triggers for other other ones as well, but enabled per entity. Total. Ah, wait a second. Item drop? All. Didn't I just... Am I crazy? Item drop? Doesn't trigger for me anymore. Maybe it has to be an item that's not a block. Nope. Projectile source shooter projectile. Ooh, use volume delay cooldown. Nothing else. Genuinely not sure. Rock crystal yellow block. That's rock crystal yellow block. Yeah, so it is the right block. Like, I know that I can do... Like, I know I can do a volume, right? And I can, check for, like, inventory stuff, right? So it's like... So I can go in. I can say, condition of an... Is it an item condition? Yeah, so item condition, and then you have to have one, like, specific in the hand. So let's say, for example, I don't know, ingredient pink crystal, and you can even consume it, right? So... You get yourself some pink crystal right here. And then when you walk through this, it's going to take one of your pink crystals. Right? So that's pretty cool. And then obviously now you can do... So on success effect, for example, you know, I don't know, play sound. Kaupenjoe cloudy. WD. Of course it was autocorrect, of course. Because you spoke it into the stuff. I know. Very loud. Very quiet. I like how that's like just both the same sound. So this is success. And then we can do on failure. We also do a sound. Where is it? Play sound. Boom. Add that as well. And that's going to be, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I love that one. That's great. So that's on reject. Yes. So now I walk in reject. And then I walk in with my pink crystals. Beep. 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 And in theory, I could also do this all as a tick effect. And then it would sound like this. Wait. It does take all of them. But yeah, usually when you do a tick effect, you wanna add a you wanna add an interval over here. You can't add an interval to this, which is very interesting to me. So I don't know, I guess That's interesting.
Welcome to the King's Court.
Cloudy WD, 9 months. I think it should say something. Speaker bond should say something. I think.
Cloudy Word has subscribed
Cloudy Word.
for 9 months of putting cows in pens whilst Joe watches fire.
Okay. Interesting, okay. I'm not so sure that that's right, but okay. I had to come back to the PC so I don't pay an extra €2 from subbing on mobile. Oh, it's yeah. No, thank you for the sub 9 months. Damn. It's an actual tier 1. Holy schmoly. Sorry if you already know, but you can get the yellow crystal block to do something if you use the on block placed instead of on enter. Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually. You know what? Fair enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, that, you know what? You make a very good point. You make a very good point. I literally did not even see that. But now though, I place grass? Nah. I place yellow? Yes. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay. That's actually good. None of that prime stuff. My subs are real. You are also real. Cloudy WD. I'm having dinner, so I'll be back later. Enjoy your girl dinner, WD. Cloudy dinner. I just assume that it's girl dinner, you know. Because I could see you having like a block of cheese with some crackers and a little bit of, I don't know, sourdough bread. Yes, because I'm a girly girl. Well, there you go. I'm a Bobby girl in a Bobby world. Girl dinner is best dinner. I mean, it's not. You're not wrong. I always have this normal food. But then again, what I describe as normal is also not normal. So, you know. Okay, so that's that's really good tech. Because that obviously enables you to then do something like, oh, you have to get a like a battery, I don't know, to something. See, zone 1 cloudy, specifically for cloudy WD. Nice. Back. Welcome back. We figured out the crystals. We just had to set the volume over here to on block placed, if you can imagine it. And all of a sudden it looks for if a block is placed down. Yeah, it was actually really simple. So there's on block placed and on block broken over here. And those are just different conditions on what happens. Yeah, listen, okay, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But I think that this is really cool because obviously you could imagine like you if you want like an adventure map and you have to set down like a specific type of block somewhere, right? Boom, you set it down and it's not the right one and it says, oh, we need this block right here, and then it removes it again or something like that. I think, oh man, because you can chain them together as well. Like you can turn on and off different trigger volumes. I do want to know if we have 2 of them overlapping. Overlap test. I haven't done that yet. I used it to get a lever to activate a drawbridge. Right? Yeah, how cool is that? By the way, did that create simulate style creative tab lib ever happen? That create simulate style creative tab. So you mean the oh yeah. That happened. That happened. Let me show you. That is the thing. We did that. It's called something Kaupenjoe. Brother, what are you actually talking about, man? Fancy tab sections. There we go. Boom. By the one and only WD is cute, but no longer. Now he is cloudy. These banner things. Yep. We did those. That did happen. For NeoForge and Forge. 26.1.2, 121.1, and 120.1. Pretty good. WDSQ, who is that? I don't know. Some cloudy guy, you know? Some cloudy guy. Okay, let's see. This is overlap test. On place down block type condition. I don't know, like just do anything really. Build black roof. Build black pipe. Sure. We're gonna lay some black pipe right here. And if that is true, right, if we do lay some black pipe, then we're gonna say, is there like a confirm? There isn't. Level up. Zone? Discover. Oh, yes. Yeah, like that. And then on rejection, we're gonna do another sound. And that's gonna be disco. I like how I wrote disco for discovery. I mean, you listen, you can't have a discovery without a disco, I guess. But low? Sure. Why not? So now I place this down. Ooh, it does work. Yeah, overlap is not an issue at all. I mean, makes sense. Why would it? But so that's pretty good. Do tags share between trigger volumes? No. So a tag, you attach it to one of them. So that would be, oh, well, you can modify them. Yeah, you can modify them, right? So I can add like a, the test volume here. I could add like a test and I can make it 1, right? That's not right. That's not how this works. Test 1 plus, and then now it's on here. And then, for example, every time I bounce, I could then not control doors, but actually I want to modify a tag, and that would be the test right here. And you don't need that, but you do want to match this one, I think. Yes. And then you increment it by 1. I think that should work. And now every time, what is that? The test volume, right? Look at that. Boom. And then I have to reopen it to see the update. But it does update. Look at that. It does update. And now the test volume is at 6. So in theory, you can like basically store variables with that, right? Like that's how that would work. Which is actually like really, I mean, that enables you to already do an incredible amount of things, in my opinion. Like just that alone is crazy when you think about it. What was it, by the way? We wanted to lay black pipe, right? Yeah. I think this one. Nice. It says nah, but the sound is correct. That's pretty big, to be honest. I mean, a couple of things that I really would like to see. I know it's sort of like, you know, you just have like this cool thing and you're already like, oh, what else do you want to see? What else do you want to see? I would really like to see like a for loop, be able to add it here, like a for or a while loop. That would be really nice. Because if you want to do like a proper drawbridge, yeah, it works, but it's kind of tedious, no? Who said that they made a drawbridge, by the way? Someone said drawbridge. Feren's Tale. Yeah, so the issue is that you have to like specify each of the different like blocks to be set down, right? So it's a little bit tedious to duplicate all of them, change all of the numbers. If you could just do like a for loop and then change like a specific variable within there. I mean, at that point, it's basically a little bit of coding, but I don't know. You could probably make that work. I doubt that that's like within the scope right now, But even just now, though, oh, it's so cool. Like, there's so many things. I dare you to do a mob spawn with trigger tool without using any programming knowledge. What does that mean without using any programming knowledge? Like, I have the knowledge. Like, how am I supposed to... Like, I can't just, like... You know, this is not, like, reverse, like, looks maxing. This is not, like, stupid maxing. You can't just, I can't just do that. Hey, Kaupenjoe, would you be able to show sometime how to import images into the game? The new way is really confusing, and I would like to see updated guides. Yeah, I want to do, I really think that I probably will do it on, when update 6 comes out. Like, because right now, I've debated it for a little bit too long. This week is not going to work anyway because there's the mod jam, so that's completely out of the sort of the question. So by that point, it might be next week. Man, I don't know. I think that it's likely going to be update 6. Hytale is already at 1.5. No, it's at update 5. And then update 6 comes out. It's 0.5.4 is the current version. And the current pre-release version is 0.6.0-3.2, I think, is the string. It means to do it in a way my stupid brain understands. Oh, okay, I understand. So you want me to enter into a trigger volume and then a horde of zombies or whatever spawns. Zombie spawner. Okay. On enter. I would assume trigger NPC markers? I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I'm not sure about that one. What is a... every manual marker found in this area. Yeah, that's not it. Trigger volumes were epic. What the frick? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I know how to spawn mobs if you want me to share. No, I have to discover it a little bit. I will come back to you when we need it. Run root interaction. 100% that's gonna be it. Root spawn NPC. Ooh. Okay, but like, which NPC though? Like, I mean, sure, but like, that doesn't make any sense. Also probably should do this, right? Also, that should be a condition, I feel like. Can check root spawn void attack. No, how about we don't do that? How about we don't do that? Okay. What else could it be? NPC marker. NPC marker. I've messed so little with NPCs. You know, it's awesome that you have tags because you can make one-time triggers in the event that they leave. Yeah, this is the thing. Because you can also, by the way, the conditions right here, they include, by the way, the tag condition. Meaning that you can check what a particular tag is like, at what value it is. Right? So, there's things that you can do here. That's exactly the same issue I had. Good to see. Maybe it helps. So you can give feedback to improve. Okay, so you've run into the same issue of trying to spawn a spawn an entity, and it didn't work. Well, that just gives you an item, right? It doesn't make any sense. Pasting a prefab doesn't make any sense either, because that's prefabs. So I don't think that that makes any sense. What else do we have? Place a block. I'm not sure. The only thing that it could be then is going to be it works, but only with a lot of different steps. Doing stuff in asset editor. Oh, okay. So you'd probably make... Okay, so you'd need to make a custom interaction for... Okay. I feel like that's a little bit of a mess situation though, isn't it? Like, that's not the best thing ever, right? I feel like that should just be built in, right? I don't know English very well, but I'll be listening to your live stream while I create my mod. That is very awesome. But hey, I mean, the first step to knowing English very well is to know English a little bit. Okay, that is the power. That's why I wanted you to experience it. You have the power to change it, maybe. I mean, at the very least, I have the power to bring it up. Okay, which is something. But to change it, I mean, you know, I really cannot take any credit. I'm genuinely just forwarding stuff. I can spawn mobs without the asset editor. No way. Do you do like /spawn and then I spawn? No, I'm kidding. That's enough power in my eyes. I mean, you know, you're right. Good thing to note though. Yeah. Let me open my notepad just in case it opens on the wrong screen. I have way too many things here. This is not good. This would be trigger volumes, and that would be spawn NPC, I guess, like effect. Make it jump scary. Java Marketplace. I think Kaupenjoe voice has some magic that makes time to be chill and relaxing. And I'm just like, today I'm just also a little bit. Like, I'm just a little bit tired. You know, just... No, I'm weary. I'm weary. That's a very good description. Weary. It's like, mentally exhausted. Okay, that sounds a little bit worse than I thought it would be. Drained? Okay, maybe it's tired is enough. I mean, I guess tired and weary is kind of the same word, right? But yeah. Let's see though. Mellow. Yeah. So Nano, have you seen this? Did I show you this before? So for example, right? You should be familiar. If we lay some black pipe right here, we get a sound. It's pretty good, right? And if we do something different from black pipe, we get a different sound. Yes, you are familiar with that. Yeah, I mean, I knew. Okay. I know you well enough, okay? We can also bounce. Now we can float right here. Look at this. I did a floating area right here. Wherever you look in, you're floating in that thing. It's kind of stupid, but like, you know, you're perpetually falling over here. But it's, I don't know. Boom. There we go. Test volume is just like doing this stuff. Oh, interesting. You can actually jump that. Yeah, okay. Interesting. You're in ectoplasm. Kind of, maybe? I don't know. Inventory. Oh, yeah, this is where... Boop, 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 boop. And then this one was these trying to do the zombie spawner, but we're not really doing that. Or we can't do that. Or I'm just not getting it done. I'm not 100% sure why that would be the case. But there's something there. Ectoplasm is crazy. Welcome animal. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Unsuccessful enter. Okay. Anyway, I want to try to do at least like a tiny bit of a like a horror house of horrors. Okay, nothing crazy. Like it's just like a small thing. What if we started with like yeah. Wait. I know exactly what to do. Really, oak though? Nah, tropical wood. I like it. You know what? Maybe light wood actually works even better. Isn't this like the typical wood that you would see in like an American porch? Do you know what I mean? Like, isn't this like the wood? Like, this is the exact same color and shape and size. Trigger tools triggering people? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Look at this. This is exactly how any sort of... I tend to see a lot of oaks. Yeah, but like... This seems like the quintessential American home. Also, did I say hello to Siegfried already? I don't know. If I have said it twice, in Germany we say doppelt hält besser. I don't know about that one. What? What? It's just, listen, this is the normal color. The only reason why it doesn't look like that is because it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, okay? You need the pressure washer guys from YouTube to like turn up and like, you know, pressure wash the stuff. Then you're gonna be fine. Hopefully something we can add our own sounds. Oh, I think you might have mistaken. We are going to do that. Power wash simulator? No, like the actual people who actually just like do power. I mean, I guess I could just do actual tables and stuff, right? Oh my, that's a bit of a big one. It's not a pressure treated wood. Yeah, well, I mean, it is impregnated, so that's good. Is that the same word, by the way? Or is that not the right word in English? Power wash non-simulator is so true. It's the right word, right? Impregnated wood? Like you have to impregnate wood? Make it like... Listen, okay? It's a bit of a bummer that it's the same word, you know? Don't think so. Let me see. No, it is called impregnated. Oh, well, okay. The Americans probably call it proved or treated. But it says that it's, it says that it's the same. Let me double check. To waterproof or to impregnate. Apparently, it might be. Oh, treated. Yep. You call pressure treated wood impregnated? I don't know if it's pressure treated. It's just like if it's like no, if it's like waterproof and stuff like that. It's definitely not the first time I've heard it, the term at least. Well, in German it's called imprägniert, and that like would be one-to-one impregnated. And I'm usually, if there's a term that's that works in German, it does tend to also work sometimes in like English. Not all the time, but you know. What are we, cavemen? I guess we are. Hello? We go. Sure. Where are we? Aqua brick. No, 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 only aqua brick. Yeah. Water repellent, sure. Sir, you're the reason I can code basic mods now in Fabric Minecraft, and I'm still working on my skill. Thank you so much, sir. Well, thank you for the kind words and awesome stuff. That's really good. Listen, everyone starts somewhere, and you know, starting at the basic is exactly what you need to do, right? I mean, that's really awesome. But yeah, good to know and good stuff. Continue on, good sir, and in no time you will be a champion. Okay, the rest I want to do myself. I haven't bought Hytale yet. Does it get sales every once in a while? What do you mean? Like if people are still buying it, I guess I can look up if my code is being used. How about that? Please don't tell me I have to log in again. I probably will, don't I? Yeah. Okay. No. Not interested right now. Whatever. He means on sale. Oh! I don't know about that. It's... I mean... Like, I guess I get it. I get that, like, depending on the country, $20 can be, you know, a little bit more. Isn't there also, hold on a minute, isn't there also at this point regional pricing? I feel like it's very, like, decently priced. This is not like this is not an expensive game. So, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying. Door. Lost Civilization wooden door. Yes. I think Neil has like 4 accounts. Does he now? Oh. That guy. 4 accounts, man. That's crazy. Okay. Man, the fact that that like placing stuff down is so damn easy. It's just... Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. That's... Okay. Maybe we just put, like... This is ocean aqua bricks. Ooh, that's a bit too dark. Half slabs block all light. Are you freaking serious, bro? I thought that they only did half light. That's a bummer. Is that a bug? Would you consider this a bug? Because, like, obviously there should be light that's coming through, like, this gap, right? Like, it shouldn't be this dark. RTX. RTX on. Okay. You start with the first thing right here. Boom. That's gonna be door slam. On enter success control doors. Action close. Boom. Okay, they close, but there's no sound. Fair enough. I need a door slamming sound effect. Sound. Slam. I think this one works best. No, this one's faster. And then you push it up to this, and then you make it like 0.75. So, I'm like, la-di-da-di-da. Okay. Hello? Controls, doors, close. I'm extremely confused. Why does it not do it all the time? Am I crazy? Am I like not understanding something? You have to have walked through the doors. That's why. You have to walk through the door. Look at this. I've walked through the door. Oh. What? I thought that would be the thing. Like this works. It only does one direction. Yeah, but what is that? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what that means. So, it only does it if I do this. If I open it like this, then it closes them. I think you're right. That seems like an insane oversight. That seems like an insane oversight. But it seems right. So, you can see if I go into this door and I go through this door slam, the doors close. If I open them, no door slam. Weird, right? I open from this side, I go in, works. I believe that the doors can only close in this direction. Which I don't know why. Does this have to be like touching the doors or something? That doesn't make any sense. What if the volume touches the doors? It's like, but that's like weird because then it's like it's like way too close, no? Oh, it is a radius thing. I think you're right. I think you are right. It is a radius thing. But why can I not, like, define the radius then? Like, that doesn't make any sense either. No? Like... ah, it doesn't work. Then if I move it like... okay, I don't want to move it the entire one. Yeah, so this way that's not... truly mystery fits the haunted house theme. Listen here, you little cloudy cloudy cloud. You're raining on my parade right here. If you want to have it, like, in the beginning, just put a delay in. You're so right. Didn't even consider that I could just add a delay. 0.75. Maybe a little bit. Too much? 3.5? That was foreseeable, but at the same time, that was very rude. Okay, house, you don't just slam the door in my face. Okay. Okay. Delay is not a great solution because the player could potentially get blocked out. Because you could do like... I don't know. You'd really have to try it. Like, you'd really have to try it. It's a horror house, not a polite house. That is correct. So there's no directional triggers. What do you mean by directional triggers? So the fact that I'm like saying, hey, I can walk in from this direction, then something happens, and I walk from this direction, then something else happens? If you say that, then that is correct, yes. I don't think you have that much granular control of them, no. But it's a good thing for my list of trigger volume ideas. You might also be able to condition. Nope, nothing. I thought that might be something, but not really. Would only close on leaving the trigger. Honestly, could also work. You're right. That actually makes a ton of sense. Hate the fact that it resets the size, but okay. God damn it. Accident pressing R instead of T. Exit. And then no. That works, right? Now I can no longer go out, but that's... I mean, I guess that's like a good idea, right? No? You're like... Oh. Well, I guess I glitched out. Oh, damn. Okay. Wait, can we do like some weird stuff with this? Because I'm like halfway in the thing. Break the game. Why don't you just make the trigger encompass the doors as well? That's why. Trying to BLJ in Hytale. So true. Let me get my controller. Let me do this, okay? Let's try to do that. Why am I... Listen, I did some SM64 speedrunning before, okay? I wouldn't say that I was good at it, but it was fun. I can tell you that. Move it back like half a block. Yeah, I know. The wrong direction. Nothing to redo. Oh, that's not good. That's the right direction. Let's see. Wow. BLJ, let's go, BLJ. Phew. The fact that it's also a door, by the way, and it kind of works is actually hilarious. I really like that. That's really good. Some more backwards long jumps. Okay. If you have a volume for the player, enter, sets the tag, volume over the door, closes it. Ah, okay. Now you're thinking with trigger volumes. I see. I understand. Okay. Okay. I'm still getting used to the idea of how trigger volumes behave best, but I do agree with you. So you do a much more expansive thing like that. That makes sense. Right. Okay. Lamp. Crystal. I'm thinking about like... It's like... That's gonna shine, right? Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, yeah. Dynamic lighting. I almost forgot. And then you do... this. Okay. Now here, I would do exactly... What the hell? It just looks like it's letting in light, right? I don't know. That's weird. Like it's like a freaking like God rays from heaven. Yeah, it gets complicated fast. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so can I do some crazy stuff right now? Can I do like on enter, change a modify a tag, and the tag is flickering, and you set it to true. But you have to do it right here because it's a tag that you do that with. And now this is true. No, because it's called is_flickering. And I did that. Oh, it can't. No. This is the value that's the value that you set it to. Right? No. Oh, because I did it in true, because true is written in uppercase? Maybe? Any value. Okay. No, it's this way around. So it was right the first time. No, it was not. What? Oh, self! Wait. But like, how did this work? Okay, so the matched, okay. So, no, it has to be this one, and then this one, and then this one. Those three have to be set. And then you can change the tag of another one. Oh my god. That seems more complicated than it has to be. Why would that be the case? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it makes sense, but like, why would you do it like that? That's kind of crazy. Okay. Okay. Is false. Boom. Okay. On tag added. Success. I started using mcreator again because code modding is crazy. Is it bad? I mean, depends on how you define bad. Usually the issue with mcreator is that you don't generate the best code, thus leading to very unoptimized mods. And yeah, coding is more complicated. That's why it's, I mean, also paid so well. I mean, you know, programmers are paid pretty well, you know, software engineers, things like that. But if you want to make a really like impactful mod, then you know, learning to code and doing it like that is going to be the best way to do it. It's like, what is the real shame is that there's so many cool mods that are made with mcreator where they have like a really cool idea and they have incredible art. Like the 3D models are super cool because they're made by artists, right? That have the know-how on the art side, but not on the coding side. And what I just find a bummer about that is that if the insanely talented artists and like designers would just get themselves together with some programmers, I mean, we could have like 5 new Aether mods and like a second create mod, and I don't even know what else. How to make script work only in one biome. I don't know. I need way more context. Like, I don't, Minecraft, Fabric, Hytale, like, I don't, that's like that vintage story, like, what? And the ads strike again in Hytale. Okay, that's a good start. Of course. I mean, I do a lot of stuff. Roblox. I believe he's talking about Roblox scripts. Yeah, true. My old you mean my Roblox course on Udemy? But no. Okay, but what do you mean by script? So, which script are you referring to here? I used to write Bedrock add-ons myself, and yeah, it's really better with than Java with mcreator, but it's possible to create something good with mcreator. It's not about being able to create something good or not. Like, the issue is that the code being generated by mcreator is just, it's really badly optimized, and it is janky, like WD said. Right, so it creates suboptimal mods. And also, if a mod is made with mcreator, it usually gets disqualified by any of the big mod packs. Reason being, because it's usually jank, and if there's a very deep issue that comes up, let's say there's, you know, you have like your really cool mod, it works really well, everything is great, absolutely fantastic. And now there's a huge bug somewhere in the code, and someone says, hey, you have to fix this. And you're like, I can't, because you can't interface with the code. It's basically the same reasoning why we don't suggest people use vibe coding for mods either, because the issue is at some point you can't control the, if it's like tiny pieces, and also if you're a way more, if you're not a beginner and you're like intermediate advanced levels, then it's much better to do. But yeah, I don't know. Vibe coded mod son or mcreator mod daughter. Oh man, that's a really good one. I really like that, Lynn. That's really good. I think I'm gonna take the vibe coded son. I'm gonna take the vibe coded mod son. Because I don't know, but like it's not an easy one. That's not an easy one. That's such a good. It's so good. Oh, that's beautiful. That's very beautiful. Okay, let's see. This is on added, as I'm using it to make content on YouTube. I mean, listen, if it's like literally for just YouTube videos, it doesn't matter in the slightest. Then use vibe coding, use mCreator. It doesn't matter at that point, because then the sort of the thing that you're creating isn't the mod itself, but it's the video mod, if that makes sense. Like if it's like a System Z type of thing, or like a Knarfy type of video, then it doesn't really matter. At least in my estimation. I don't think that it matters that much, because the product at the end, the cool thing that happens at the end is not the mod, but it's the video of it. One question: if you have a tag like position X set to 1, can you use that as a value? I don't believe you can. Maybe someone else can enlighten us on this. So if I have a value in a tag, right? So like right here, for example, right? Can I use this value somehow if I do like a, what do we have? Send message right here. Can I do like a is flickering or something like that, right? Does that work? Not really. I'm creating mods and teaser thing on YouTube. Well, that's different. That's different. No, if the end result is supposed to be the mod, I highly recommend you try to code it yourself. Now, that's harder and it's going to be a longer road, but it's also going to teach you a really, really useful skill, basically programming, right? And coding. It's really good. Howdy come, sad I don't have time to participate this time around. And the categories sound really fun. Glad you're streaming your work on it, though. Well, first of all, I'm actually not even participating in the mod jam because I'm once again one of the judges. So I am not eligible to participate. Also, I'm pretty sure, you know, like, you know, if I think with a fine print, I wouldn't be able to, because like I think I'm too affiliated with everyone involved either as well. It's like I'm doing a few things with Hytale modding. I'm basically affiliated at this point with Hypixel, so I don't know. I don't think that that's quite right. Let me see terms and conditions. Eligibility. All entrants must be abided by Hypixel's end-user license agreement. Employees of officers and directors of Hytale Modding and its affiliates, including Hypixel Studio Canada Inc. and their immediate family, are not eligible to participate. I feel like I'm an affiliate, right? Like, at the very least. Like, with all due respect. I think at this point it is pretty... I mean, also, no insider trading. Listen, okay? That's like... It would be cool to see you finish a jam project someday. What is that supposed to mean? Okay. I know what you're implying. Okay, I can read between the lines. Okay. Yeah. We remember the Healthy Gamer Jam. Yeah, you're definitely affiliated at minimum. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's not... I feel like with the title of Hytale Modding Ambassador, official Hytale Modding Ambassador, I feel like... Ah, that's affiliation right there. Oh boy. Well, it is what it is. It's a heavy cross to bear, okay? It is what it is, though. That's fine. No, yeah, but I don't know. Every time I see insider trading, I think of Polymarket, and then I go to Polymarket, and I'm just like, damn. It's such a shame and so good that I can't use it, because it's not allowed in Germany. But I can at least go onto the website, which is pretty nice. But it's like really bad. Like, it's not a good idea. It's like really not a good idea. currently waiting to hear if I will get an interview for the NPC developer position. They sent me an assessment. Ooh, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, listen, things are happening. Team is expanding rapidly. But it's also taking time, you know. That came out more snarky than I intended. Listen, by the way, I did not... Like, that was... The level of snark that I sort of took it as was way more fun than anything, okay? I'm telling you. Do not worry. Things are happening, but not in your haunted house. Brother, every time. This guy, man. You know this guy? Listen. I would have been... I would have had a snark level that would have been too much, okay? I don't want to say it, Cloudy WD. But let's just say you get a lot of things done on stream. Okay? And I mean this sincerely. You really do. Congratulations. I do get a lot of things done. Yeah, I know. Because you're a modder and not a streamer. I do jump around a lot as well. Yeah, but no one's talking about when you're listening to your bands, you know, when you're at a concert. No one wants to know about that jumping around, man. Mostly because I have like 4 people watching instead of a few dozen. I didn't want to say it like that, but yes, that is indeed the thing that I wanted to say without saying it. I could get way more done if I just ignored chat. But I don't have it in my heart. I can't do it. Wow, so you're insulting my size. Comparing sizes, I see. Listen, okay? The smallest clouds can make the biggest rainfall. You gotta admit, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, on tag added. Condition. Tag condition. Self. Tag key is flickering. Blank matches any value. If the tag key that was added is true, then this is true. And then we remove this and we say a success is going to make a place down, replace a block type. No, wait. This. None from everywhere. Use the picker. No. Just do place block. Once again, a crystal. Rock, crystal, cyan block. Position 5 from origin. Replace always. Save. Now. Okay, next thing, the fact that I can't change the value right here. Just by like right clicking or something. Tag value direct tag value change via right click or similar. Did it set it outside? Okay, listen, it did set it actually. Did it set it again? No, because it only sets it when it's changed. Fascinating. But that kind of... Okay. But you know what you can do? Hold on a second. That's actually kind of genius. On enter, success, tag change, boom. And then you just do, because it's self, is flickering, false. Then you can just go in here. And now it's false, no? Is it perfectly sized up? It is perfectly sized. Boom. My genius! It never ceases to amaze me. And now, look at this. Boom! Woo! Look at that! Okay, that's almost what I want. And then one down. And then we do this again, and then look at this. Right, so we go in. Right, we also gonna do the following. On enter, success. Honestly, this is not right. The music has to change way before. Like... music change. That music, add. Clear music. Z4. Dark Omens. Yeah, there you go. So, you come in. You open the door. This happens. And now, I want to do a feedback loop. Maybe. Okay, I think what I want to do is if this is set down. Can't you do it another way? Probably. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay. On block placed. Condition. Yes. If it's crystal cyan block. Then on success you... Why not a if tag condition is false, remove block? I don't know. Is there another way to do that? Oh, I could do that. I could do that. Then we replace the block. No. We set a block. Place block. Empty. Hopefully at origin. Let's see. How does that work? You remove it, you place it, and then it immediately replaces it with empty, which actually I think worked. Effect delay 1 second. Nothing. Because this one is true, that's why. Now it's false. Okay, does not work. Just give me like... Sure. No. First this, then this, then this. Would you use these trigger volumes to keep certain blocks from being breakable or not? Or is that already a way to prevent that? I think there might be a way to prevent that. We can try. We can test it out. Unbreakable. On block broken. On block broken. Base block. I can't get the block that was broken though. Like the issue is that there's no way to use variables, right? Like that's one of the things that just does not work. So I don't think so. I mean, you can somewhat do it via tags, obviously, right? Like if you like look at you know, you can read tags, but yeah, all the trigger stuff I still need to actually learn it. So how much have you looked into it, Azurdoom? Okay, because I can show you a couple of things. Okay, so we've done a couple of things. So number one, of course, the very basic, which is the bouncy pad over here, right? Pretty cool, right? Bouncy, easy enough. And we can also go into the float, which, look at that. Look at this. I'm an astronaut now, okay? Absolutely fantastic. Then we have got that. Then we have the test volume, where if you walk through it, it's going to spawn pink crystals above you. Why do we want that? I don't know. Why not? Here, if you're laying black pipe, you get a correct sound, and if you put anything else down, you get a different sound. And then here you get a yes if you put down a crystal, and a nah if there's anything else. About none. I've been busy with the Gradle land. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna envy you on that. The zombie spawner did not work. And then right here, we're building the following. So I go in here. Let me actually do... Is there a mod to see legs in the game? I don't know, actually. This is going to be trigger volume view. Okay, that looks much better, right? So we are here. And then I go in. I'm like, oh, this is a scary house. Oh! And then, in theory, it's also gonna spawn the light right there. Do it again. Scary house. And then there's the light. And now I wanted to bring the light to flickering, but it's a little bit more than you might expect. Okay, it's pretty cool. I do have several ideas and expansions that should probably be done in order to really get... Like, I mean, right now it's already really freaking cool. But, and you can do a lot of things with it. Coming from a purely... It looks like a dungeon mech... Oh, yeah. No, like, anything dungeon related, like, I mean, adventure map or something like that. Like, it's gonna be so damn cool. It's gonna be so damn cool. This is a really... Like, it really is an easier interface. So it's like a command block in Minecraft, but easier interface, and I would say about as versatile. Not necessarily more yet, though. I think it's not quite there yet. There's like a couple of things that I still would like to see added. A couple of things we already have written down. Spawning NPCs. A trigger only if entered from specific directions. Then a direct tag value change. Some sort of variables. Oh, I also have for loops. Or just loops in general, I guess. Just loops in general. Most interfaces are better than Minecraft. Well, that's... Yeah, I mean... I never messed with command blocks because honestly... I just feel like I'm in Linux, okay? And I don't want to play Linux in my Minecraft, okay? Oh yeah, all of those would be massive to have. Oh yeah, no. I mean, listen, I'm making note of this. Okay, I'm gonna do a huge trigger volume expansion list. But first of all, they have to save the. They have to change the fact that the trigger volumes presets are going to like corrupt your Hytale install. Which yes, that is a thing, by the way. That is a thing. Hytale install corrupts when you're saving trigger volume. Recreation. Make a new world. Give yourself the trigger volume tool. Create any trigger volume. Just set one effect. Save preset. Then exit the game. Upon trying to play through the launcher, you will get some Hytale files are missing or corrupted. It doesn't corrupt the world, just the entire install. Played with ComputerCraft a bit a while ago, waiting for a Hytale equivalent. Does anyone know if anyone's making a ComputerCraft in Hytale? I'm just sort of thinking about it. Shouldn't that be like viable already, in theory? No, you should be. Should be. ComputerCraft in Hytale. Yeah, shouldn't that be viable, though? Like, easily doable, he says. You know what I mean? Somewhat doable. I saw one at launch, but never followed up. Well, yeah, you parse the raw text to Java, and you do whatever you want. Yeah, but in ComputerCraft, you use Lua to do things, okay? And also, you were able to command turtles. Yeah, one guy I remember, but I don't think it was continued. Isn't it literally what Pacific Byte did, though? No? With the first ones? Songs of the Machine? Sounds of the Machine? You programmed the statues to do stuff. Surely you could adapt that to be Lua. Right? For Pacific Byte, that's a weekend, okay? That's a long weekend for him. I love ComputerCraft. Let's hope that it gets ported. Buddy, how about you look in the mirror? That's gonna be that guy that's gonna port it, okay? I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you. Okay, because that's a Pacific level task. You either use Lua or JavaScript. Yeah. You cannot run Java or another language because you need to compile them. Yes. Yeah, technically yes. Ahaha. That's what I remember. No, I think that's right. I think that's right. That's usually why you have these script languages, because you can just do stuff. You just have like, you know, endpoints and then they call methods and then you do stuff with them. Yeah. That does work in some capacity or another. To be honest, it was in my plans. I mean, listen, okay? Fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me thrice. Shame on Spice. No, but like, I mean, come on. Okay, I'm well aware over here. Okay, I'm well aware of what's going on. Pacific Byte is just, I feel like, ironically, now that I feel like I know programming where ComputerCraft could make sense, I won't want to touch it when I finally get back to playing. Big. Did you just suggest that you're going to play modded Minecraft again? Yeah, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Welcome, buddy. We are modders. We don't play. Okay? That's not a thing. That doesn't exist. Okay? We never play a game. Okay? Ask anyone in here. Not a single person. Not a single person in this chat has played any of the games that they're modding for. Be it Hytale, Minecraft, Roblox, Vintage Story, Inscription. See? What am I saying? This is what I mean. Nothing. I'm so close. Looks through tiers. 3 new items. Yep. Playing a game. Sounds interesting. I should try that one day. Yeah, what is that? What is that? Playing a game? I don't even understand it. Like, what do you mean? So you start a game, and then you, like... I play Hytale if only to get mod ideas. Okay, fair enough. Joke's on you, I did. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You know what I mean though, right? Everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. I miss playing games, but my brain is like Hytale modding wired since January. I think you and quite a few people. I have, I mean... You know, I've spoken to a couple of them, and everyone's just like, I'm just going crazy here. It's just, you know, I think at this point my playtime for Minecraft Hytale is like 90 dev and then 10 actually playing the game. Yep, that sounds about right. It's like the same, but 99 to 1. Wow. It's really funny because I really played Hytale before it came out, like early access, right? And then shifted to not playing it at all again before anything. What was the biggest discount for your course? A bit expensive for me. So the launch discount for 26.1 for the 26.x courses was like, I want to say 20. I don't even know. 30%, somewhere around there. I don't even know. It was $30 for the $30 discount for the bundle, and 15. No, more. I don't know. 25 for the individual courses. I think something like that. Rest assured, though, you know, at some point we'll probably have a sale at some point. Yeah. That's usually a good time then. Also, the reasoning, I mean, if anyone is interested, the reasoning, right now there hasn't been any expansion. One of the reasons is because literally tomorrow, 26.2 comes out. And from what I've tested so far, likely everyone's going to update to 26.2 because it's not complicated. There's like barely, like, I mean, I wouldn't say barely any changes. A lot of changes are for Fabric in data gen, but it seems pretty good. I'm struggling putting the cube in the bones folder when I'm making NPC. The cube in the bones folder. Do you use OpenGL in the course or Vulkan update will be smooth? Well, I don't use OpenGL anyway because Minecraft does have its own abstraction layer. So in theory, we should be good, but there's probably going to be a couple of changes. But we should be, I think we should be good. Just gotta wait 2 months for Architecture to update to all of those multi-mods. We'll be able to play those as well. Listen, okay? That's the issue when you're dependent on when you have a dependency, man. Right? Okay. Yeah, architecture, multi-loader, it is what it is. So, WD are gonna update to 26.2? I think for... I don't know how much it actually changes for NeoForge. But, yeah. Multi-loader templates for the win. Though, to be fair, I haven't updated my mods past 121.1. Yeah, that's probably gonna be... I don't see why not. Awesome. Yeah, listen, Azur, it's just like Mr. Doom, Sir Azur. It's just that 121 dot, like all of the minor versions in 121 were freaking bad, okay? They were like majorly bad. Like there were so many changes. It was just not nice at all. Finishing this last Swordcatcher update and then I'll be version chasing since there's no more features. Damn. I haven't touched Minecraft since Hytale dropped. Fair. I mean, it makes sense. Wait, does that just work? No, okay. Rendering changes are gonna kill me. Oh, well, that's gonna be... Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, well, I mean, that's not... Ooh, yeah, rendering. Haha, no, that's all stayed the same. Oh, boy. Maybe wanted a delay on that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe a little bit. I think that the biggest issue here is just the flickering, the flickering should reset, right? Like, it's just, Wait, can't you just do that? Can't I just do on tag added, success, modify tags? No, on, yeah, add. Is flickering false? Can't I do that? Well, it's not going to work because it's right now. Oh, no. I mean, it doesn't really matter what size it is. Yeah, that's what I was getting at earlier. Ah, okay. I see. Okay. Right, and now? Oh my god. Yeah, that does work. Excuse me, that's really rude. Get some BLJs in here. Come on! Come on! Up to Bowser! Oh, wait, what the heck? It freaking got me back into the freaking thing. Okay, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Listen, the WD is gonna be like, oh, Kaupen, what a freaking horror house, okay? You walk in, you hear a sound, and then you see a light appear. Wow. I'm BLJing all over Hytale. Have you seen Super Mario 64 speedruns before, WD? You know the guy who's doing them blindfolded? Have you seen that before? That's crazy to me. That's a whole nother level. Yeah, I know what a BLJ is. I mean, you also know what a BJ is, but, you know, no one's asked about that, you know. I've seen that too, okay. By the way, I'm just teasing you, WD. I don't mean to be... I don't mean to be rude. Uncalled for. I know. After I said it, I was like, you know what? Might be a little bit rude, okay? I might be a bit rude. To Mr. Cloudy WD over here, okay? Because you're never rude to me, okay? I know this. But also, obviously, the streamer is allowed to be, you're allowed to be as rude as you want to the streamer, but never the other way around, okay? I shouldn't dare even suggest such a thing. I'm always such a nice guy, that's true. That's true. True and real. You know, you give raining on your parade a completely different sort of level. You know, okay, I do want to like make it flicker though. Okay. So, but then my question is the following, okay? Could I then not do the following, right? So then it's like this. Ah, but like, why did that flashback to the... I love a good 100% Mario 64 speedrun. 100% is crazy, man. I did 16 I did 16 stars. Oh, My Chemical Romance. Okay. Roast me, you have the permission. I'm not. Okay. I have so many inappropriate ideas. Oh, and all of them have to do with burnt pizza. Listen, you asked for a roast, okay? That's what you're gonna get. I mean, that's so stupid. Will you update the course to 26.2? Yes. Oh yeah. By the way, what I was thinking or wanted to say is that the reason why I didn't do an expansion yet is because I was waiting for 26.2 because we're probably gonna update it to 26.2 and then continuing with all of the rest of the topics in 26.2. Yes. That was my idea of it all. Because I believe that most things will likely do that. Pizza, you crazy man. I know. How can I mention pizza to an Italian? It's just crazy, man. It's just, if you were to, you know, say, you know, mention sauerkraut to a German, or a Würstchen, or what else is a German dish? Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. You know, if you mentioned any of those, you know, it would be ass crazy. It really would be. Stop casting spells. Listen, okay, I'm gonna mention Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte as often as I want, okay? And you cannot stop me. You will never be able to stop me. Listen, you heard the Germans talk, right? You were in Switzerland. I mean, it's not really the Germans that talk, but like they spoke German, I guess, you know, which is, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Ich lerne Deutsch. Ich Deutsch lerne? Nee, ich lerne Deutsch. It was weird German. It really is. Put cloth on the ground outside the door as a welcome man. I just said hello and moved on. Hallo, danke, guten Tag, tschüss, bis demnächst, vielen Dank. Dankeschön. Schönen Tag noch. Wünsche ich dir auch. Bis dahin. Auf Wiedersehen. Ich no parle Germanic. Speaking of 16 stars, you should watch the video I linked in gaming chat in the Discord sometime after the stream. Oh god, is that is that a thing? Let me see. Hammer of Justice Solos Super Mario 64 featuring Deltarune OST. Well, take your word for it. Outro and super special thanks. Hamburger. The Americans, they got the hamburger. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. The Americans, they stole it. Okay? They manifest destiny the hamburger. It's a real shame, but it is true. We're never getting them back. It's because it's, you know... I've also been to the Switze und zu die Italien. Switze? It's fine. Have you heard the Modern news yet? No. What is the Modern news? No, I haven't. What is the Modern news? There's news? Is it news or is it drama? Or both. I mean, I guess one doesn't preclude the other necessarily. Block type. So if this is set down, okay, I just want to add, yeah, no, I got it. Getting sold to Spark. Okay. They're now under the Spark universe, the team behind the Essential mods. Oh. Interesting. Damn. They worked with like many different things. Imprint. Oh. Oh, it's a German company. Spark Universe is a German company. I was unaware. If they're a German company, then we can see how much money they made. Damn, son! Holy schmoly. Wow, that's crazy. Interesting. There's a couple of millions floating around right here. Pretty good. Damn. They made like over $1 million in profit. Jesus. They made over $1 million in profit in 2024. So, and that was 2024, so that's pretty good. I mean, to be fair though, they have worked with Disney and like other huge brands, so you know, it makes sense. Was not happy to receive this news. I don't know. Like, it seems like, yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, they're not, that really doesn't make them independent anymore, right? Like, it's not the biggest deal of them all, but, I don't know. If you're, like, against the CurseForge monopoly, I mean, I guess it's fine. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird though, as like a thing to do. But I mean, if that works, sure. I mean, they are a company, can be acquired. How long did it take you to learn modding for the first time? Well, I already knew Java, so when it comes to Minecraft modding, I knew Java, and that helps immensely because it allows you to bootstrap your knowledge, and that was really nice. But yeah. They saw the bank and dipped out. I don't even know how much they've been paid, honestly. I can't imagine that it's like that much. I don't know, but like, I'm just saying. I can't imagine, right? I don't trust any single hosting site. That's why I host on multiple places. Oh, I agree. I mean, I think it makes the most sense. Second biggest mod distribution site for Minecraft won't sell for 10K. What do you mean? Like, you think that you think that they sold it for less than 10K or more? I don't understand the thing. Or you think that it sold for way less? Did you use sarcasm on me? You used a little bit of Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. Okay, I see. I mean, listen, maybe, but like, I don't know. Yeah. Eshlavulsa Tartorka on you. That's like really rude, man. Don't say that in front of chat. Okay, if you set this down, I want to modify the tag. And I want to do that after 1.2.1.0 seconds. Is flickering. And that should be set to false. Oh, it should be set to true. You know about this all the way at the bottom? Oh, that's the oh, that's the creator cut. Oh, what? I didn't know that they disclosed their exact amount of revenue. That's pretty crazy, actually. Okay, but like, I mean, I don't know, man. $1,000 a day is not that crazy. Like, let's call it, what do you call it, $500,000 a year? I don't know, man. Oh, so first of all, okay, they're making 5K in revenue, then taking 75% of that and ditching that out to the creators, and they're keeping 25%. So that's the first thing, okay? So they're really making 1K. They're making 5K and giving out 4K. The new company might make 5K and keep 5K. I mean, the easiest way to lose all of that revenue is to not give the creators any more. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I understand what you mean, but like, it doesn't make any sense. Is flickering is on tag added. Is on tag added successfully. Oh, this is also an enter, that's why. I need to change this to here. That's what I need to do. I don't even know what I'm waiting for. Because I'm not destroying this at all, ever. Which is like really funny. Regardless, they're making 30K a month at least. Imagine post taxes. I imagine post taxes. What? That doesn't make any sense. So 1K a day, or you know, let's say like 1,400 is what I calculated. A day is $500,000. You have to pay taxes on that if it's profit. I mean, if we're talking EBITDA, then yeah, sure, right? Like $500,000 EBITDA, which is fair enough. And if we just take the 5K a day, roughly, let's say, as 1.8 mil. It's pretty good revenue, actually. They might be getting a little bit more from other stuff. I don't know how much else they do. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if it's fuck ton. I mean, maybe. I mean, usually in like, I mean, because it's like tech space. I don't know how much growing. They might be able to get 5x revenue. So maybe 10 million. Best case. If you have a website making 360K profit a year, why would you sell it for less than a few years of that? Oh, no. I'm with you. 100%. Well, I mean, because less than that, never. Of course. But yeah. Tiny fraction of that. No. We already calculated out that 360K would be profit. Because we said it's likely about $500,000 in EBITDA. So depending on all of the rest, I don't know. The volume is flickering, checks if the tag is added, which works for any value. If the tag is a weight. Okay. Yeah, but I also think that one of the issues is that I'm not actually changing the block itself. Like, I'm not placing an empty block is the issue. So I also need to on block placed. Success. Place a block. We're gonna make this the pink one. After 0.1 seconds. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's not placing it. Why? Because this is not being... Oh, does this not even... Does on place block not never fire? Isn't that the revenue though? No, so the revenue, if we talk about revenue without the creator cut, is about 2 mil or so. That's what we thought. And then of that 2 mil, they retain 25%. So that's about half a mil. And then yeah, there's obviously overhead as well. I agree. But the question is what their like things are. What their overhead is. On block placed. Success. Send message. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it never gets cold when you place it like that. See? Aha. Mystery kind of solved. That could be considered a bug, no? I mean, I don't know, but like at least there should be an option to also take a look for that. I feel like. Like placing a block via trigger volume does not trigger the on block placed condition. Because if it's called on block placed and this is called place block, surely that should be a thing. Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's like a bug. Yeah. Agreed. Strange. As a very strange. Well, I don't know. Okay, let me just see. I don't know. Okay. So dark it doesn't even matter. They come up. Oh. Oh. Are you sure about this? I mean, I don't really care if they money and dipped. It's just kind of gross how everyone was glazing them for not being a corporation. I mean, they were always in a corporation. They were always Inc., right? Rinth Inc. So I don't know. But I agree. It is what it is. Can't really change that. I don't know. Like, I mean, you know, let's be honest, WD. If we made a new sort of platform where people could upload their mods and it would get big and they would come over and they'd be like, yo, each of you gets 5 mil. I'm like, goodbye. Have at it, Hoss. I don't care. Kaupenjoe. No. Let's get it going. No. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do any of that. Sure. Wait, 8F, F8, 8F. That doesn't make any sense, man. Ah, yes, the 13th competing standard. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I would have the best, standing, but I could probably, pull something with my tutorials. Although I will say, and I'm not saying this as a complaint, but just like as a fact, I do feel like the new tutorials have been lacking slightly behind in terms of what I would expect to see for views. It's actually kind of crazy how like low the views are on the newest series, specifically for like even the early ones. Yeah, of course, like the tutorial, like the items and stuff, they always get like a couple more, but it's kind of crazy to me. I don't know exactly what it is. Are like that many people just not interested in 26.1? Kind of crazy to see that. Dum. Architecture took 2 months to update, man. Okay, but like, are they just waiting for architecture, bro? There's no way, right? Oh, it actually did update 3 days ago. What the hell? That's pretty nice. Modders might just be vibe coding more. Or switching to Hytale. Maybe. You might be right. You might be right. It doesn't really work, does it? No. Oh, you can do this. Huge chunk of mods can't be made dependency, then the version can't grow. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Let's just hope. I'm pretty sure that the update to 26.2 is not going to be as crazy. That's going to be good. What the hell? Is that expected behavior? Oh, it is. Man, I'm so used to the... I'm pretty sure this wasn't always the case, right? Okay. Pretty sure this behaved differently before. And don't say, oh, they changed it in update 2, okay? What did I just say? I haven't played this game in a long time. Like, properly played. I'm just like in 1,000 new worlds being like, oh, I wonder if this bug still works. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. Well, or it does. Yay. No, wait a second. The other way around. It doesn't. Yes. Whatever. You know what I mean. The updated fences and roofs. Update, I got like 500 blocks. Ah, okay. So the last big update that had content in it. And now we're bereft of content. There's no content at all. We're just waiting for new content. It's coming soon though. If you know there's anything to go on, a lot of people are spread between 21.1 and 26.1 versions. Okay. If I was to guess, fence is probably connected to the table. No. Like, it's actually just, you can just like... Listen, okay? Neil, I will say this, okay? Because I'm almost at the end of the thing. So first of all, right? This is already actually pretty good, right? You stand in front of the haunted house, you're like, you know what? This is definitely a haunted house. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay. Then you go in, you're like, oh, what is this gonna be? But you open up, and then... Wait, just give me a second. Just 1 second. Okay. We're haunted by a lack of progress. You know what? Frick you. Okay. So now you go in here, you have like time set It's night. You're like, what? What was that? You have to go into the house, right? You're like, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go to the house. There we go. That's it. Listen, okay? I wanted to get this to flicker, but I didn't get it to flicker, okay? Because, the reason why I didn't get it to flicker is because the place block effect right here does not trigger the on block placed condition, which is the reason why that doesn't work. Rock, crystal, cyan block. Rock, crystal, cyan block. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't check for a different block type, but that would have been really bad. If that was the case, then all of a sudden I would have been like, oopsie. But yeah, that's the whole shebang. But it is a slightly creepy house. That's something. Can you overlap special triggers with different delays to place and remove? I can do all sorts of things, okay? I could do all sorts of things. But I already came into this being what did we say? Weary. Being weary. And I've grown more weary as time moves on. Okay, as WD keeps insulting me. About, I don't even know. About what? Okay, just general stuff. I don't like that. I did nothing. I did gentle motivation. Sure. Gentle motivation. Would this look good? It really would not. Interesting. I'm waiting to make chisel reel for Hytale. As in? I like the house look. It looks nice. I actually think that the scene, like, if you look at it from this angle, it looks great. If you look at it from any other angle, you know how some people say like, oh, this is my chocolate side. They want to only be photographed by one side. Yeah, I would tend to agree. This is not a good idea. Never from behind. Unless... No, it's okay. But yeah. There's no low light torches. Like chisel where you right click the block and it changes the texture. You mean like that? Or like that? You mean that? Or like... Wait, which one? Which, oh, or like that? Or which one do you mean? Asking for a friend. Did you code that? Exactly. Listen, you can't know everything, okay? It's fine. Also, if you have a hammer in your... Did not realize that was in the base game already. Listen. These guys are crazy, okay? The Hytale devs are insane in a good way. If you have a brick that you can change and you hold Q, you can also do this in your inventory. And then let's just change those. If you have a hammer in the inventory. And barely anyone knows about this one. Like, it's actually crazy. I had no idea about that. WD, do you even have Hytale? Oh yeah, you do. WD underscore. Was that on an initial release? I think it was very early on, at the very least. Yes. I guess expanding the chisel system then? Yeah. What are you owing about, Pacific Bite? At a breakthrough, I can toggle one trigger volume with another. That is true. That is also correct. I think trigger volumes are like one of those things where if you've never used them, it's like really easy to get into, but then as soon as you want to make something, you know, slightly more complicated, it's going to take some time. But it is really cool though. Like regardless of what it is, it's like genuinely cool. And I specifically think for people who, you know, maybe aren't like super into the coding aspect for the mod jam, I think that you could definitely do a puzzle experience with it. Like I think this is pretty cool and I think this is going to be doable. I love your Java coding videos. Thank you. That's awesome to hear. I really think they're good. I knew it was possible. I just needed to figure out how. That's exactly the right approach, okay? I'm telling you, that's exactly the approach that you should take to anything. I know it's possible, I just have to figure out how. Exactly. That's all there is to it. That's all that there's to it. Tree. 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 Why do I like destroying trees? Why not? It's fun. A deforestation is what this is called, okay? Look it up. Also started learning the asset editor recently. Why is the soil, dark, green, smooth clay texture not correlated with the same name in the assets? I don't know. I have no idea, okay? That's not... You don't have to ask me about that. EV seems really cool, but I fear for the tags not being usable as parameters. Yeah, they are gonna be hard to use. Yes, so I think you might be right. I think right now they're not meant to be used as parameters or like... Oh, no. They can't be. That is correct. You can't use them. You can't... There's basically no way to use variables, right? Like you can put stuff on there. So, okay, this is really annoying. But in theory, what you could do is if you had like 10 different ways, then what you would do is you would like check the tag condition, right? This is really not nice. You check the tag condition. If it's like 1, and then you would do like a, you know, place block at like position 1. And then you do another one with a condition for the tag where it's like 2. And then, wait, does that even work? Wait, that doesn't work, right? Because the on tag condition, is this an automatic AND? It's a switch. It's a switch. So if the tag value... Okay, wait. So if I added another success right here, then this would trigger 1 and this would trigger 2. Or 1 would trigger both of them. And then this would also trigger both of them. It's actually not... I'm not 100% sure that the interface here makes sense. You need all to be true. I would have guessed so, but that's not the best. Yeah, okay. One triggers both, it's an OR. Well, Oscar saying one thing, Neil saying another. Wait, never mind, it's an AND as far as I'm aware. Okay. Listen, if Oscar says they all need to be true, I believe Oscar. Okay? I'm just gonna say. I don't know. That's a bit of a... I think that there definitely needs to be some expansion on this in the future. But we have this. Let's see. What would that be? That's like better... I guess better condition nesting, right? Is the way to describe it, right? Oh, we were just sort of like thinking about sort of if you could use tags as variables. And I said, well, you could go in, do a tag condition, do another tag condition, but you can't really do that. Because if the conditions, like if on a tag added, the same condition has to apply, then you can't really chain those together. So there just has to be like better condition nesting. And there's Neil. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. Interesting. Kaupenjoe, big fan. Thank you. You can increment tags. Yes. Better conditions and tags as parameters. Yeah, we'll add tags as parameters into here. Yeah. Did Husky not post this? Incredible. Okay. Plague first pack. Your mod pack. Did you make a mod pack? Well, I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily play a mod pack anytime soon, but I will keep it in the back of my mind. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, listen. Oh, that's not right. Because first, once again, Hytale mod jam over here, guys. I want to remind you once again. It literally just started. Highly recommended to take a look at. Price pool 5k. Pretty nice. And we got, you know, all sorts of different things. So I really think that trigger volumes, I think because they're not a huge thing yet, as in like, you know, unless specific byte is gonna go for trigger volumes, then of course, then you can forget about it, right? I mean, then he's gonna get first place. But you know, if not, then maybe other things are open as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, some horror mini games are gonna be quite awesome, and of course World in V2 is gonna be amazing one way or another, because my gosh, I mean, just the what people can come up with World in V2, and the idea that it's gonna still improve like multifold is unbelievable. It's just so good, so good. But yeah, 100% check out the check out this and then see. I have a question. Java coding language knowledge is needed to make Minecraft mods. Yes, 100%. So Minecraft Java is built on the Java programming language, and if you want to make mods, I highly recommend that you get a lot of different like a lot of Java knowledge in because you will have a much easier time. It's harder, obviously, and it requires a lot of effort, but it also gives you a skill, which is Java programming, which can actually be quite valuable in the marketplace as well, which is also pretty nice. Also planning to do Sharptail at some point. C# to the Hytale server end. Damn. That would be an interesting one. At this point, I'm so Java pilled. When I'm using C#, I'm like, something's off. If that makes sense. Something's off. It's like almost Java, but it's not quite Java. And I can't really explain it. But yeah. Anyway, regardless. We are going to... that was a crazy Unity modder. Yeah. I'm Unity. I've done Unity a lot too, so don't worry. I get you, but yeah. Still have no idea what Lambda, generic, or supplier is. Okay. No. Wait. Stellar Harbor. Have you watched the new 2026 playlist or one of the older ones? Very important question. Because if you watched the good old, this one right here, that one has one of the best Lambda explanations I've ever done. This one right here. This is such a good video. Genuinely. Like, this is like I think this is genuinely one of my best videos. Really? And the 2026 Lambda one was not enough? That's crazy. What do you mean? So you went after the Java. You said after the Java course, but you didn't watch it? Misinformation. Mods. Timeout. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. It's so good. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. But yeah. All right. Good stuff. We are going to be back, I think, with about... Well, first of all, we'll be back on the Hytale Modding, YouTube channel. Of course, with the live stream on Thursday. That's going to be Thursday, 4 p.m. So normal time when my stream starts. That's also when the workshop is going to be. So that's number one. Number two, I will likely also be streaming on Saturday. I think so, at least. I think so, but I'll still make an event and like put it in. Wait, Neil made a YouTube? Yeah, of course. There you go. You can go onto this and you can find the streams and also subscribe, obviously, Hytale Modding, the YouTube channel. We need a couple more people to subscribe there, and then we'll see. All right. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And, yeah, I think, we'll take it from here. And then, we'll be back, like I said, Thursday, Hytale Modding workshop, second Saturday, and then we'll see. So, I would say, have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it might be. And then, well, see you soon. Until then.